Even housewives love football. For those of us that would love the chance to throw a great tailgate party with great food and little mess, Chef Jody Denton of Frito-Lay is going to be giving out great advice on how to have a fun get together that could even include everyone at any age. Thanks for joining us, Chef Jody.
Hey, how are you doing?
Great. I'm wondering, are there any fun recipes that you have out there? Some that are also health conscious?
Well, actually, I do. When you're talking about tailgating, it's all about a party. I like to kind of be party ready, prepared for a party at all times, which for me means keeping some Tostitos tortilla chips in the cabinet with my favorite salsa. But when you start, salsa is actually a really healthy way to go, and I like to customize salsas for events like this. I'll start with an already great base product like this Tostitos restaurant style salsa, and I'll add some fresh ingredients to it. I've got tomatoes and onions and jalapenos and lime juice, a little cilantro. You could add some avocado or mango or grilled pineapple, and you've got a great healthy snack option.
Perfect. And when it comes to grilling, um, is there is there any way that I can avoid a big mess, especially during tailgates?
Well, definitely you want to think about that in your pre-preparation when you're packing your cooler with all of your food. Uh, when you're taking it off-site to a tailgate, put it all in disposable containers like resealable plastic bags or deli cups or aluminum pans or even just plastic and foil. And that way, when you're done with the food, you're also done with the container. You don't have something that you got to haul back and clean when it's all said and done. And then make sure you bring a bunch of trash bags on site and encourage your guests to put away their own dirty plates and everything through the day.
What I've noticed is that weather can pose a problem at tailgates and make it pretty stressful when it comes to the food that I'm transporting. Do you have any suggestions as to how to avoid all of that stress with different recipes that will, I guess, make it through the rain?
Well, there's no recipes that'll make it through the rain if you're not prepared for the rain ahead of time. You've got to, once again, think in advance and put all of the food that you're bringing in coolers that are closed. That those get rained on, the stuff inside's not gonna have a problem, and you can wait until the rain stops to pull it all out. Also, make sure that you're prepared with some pop-up canopies, umbrellas, some little rain lean-tos, something that your grill can go under, so that when it does rain for 10 minutes, it doesn't put your coals out or put your gas grill out, and then that ruins the whole day. If a 10-minute rain comes by and you're prepared, it's not a problem.
Okay, and what are some tips that you have regarding safety? Keeping everyone, family and friends, safe around the grill and all the tools that are around.
Well, grills are definitely a point of concern on safety because they are hot, and most people know that. The adults you don't have to worry too much about, but you've got kids wandering around. You want to kind of build a barrier between them and the grill, and the way I do that is I'll always have a prep table. I need a prep table anyway, so I'll put that between the people and the grill. I'll work between the table and the grill myself, and that way I've got a bird's eye view and we've got a barrier between that hot grill. Nobody's going to wander up and accidentally touch it if they can't get to it.
Great. And do you have any favorite recipes that you'd like to share with us for a
Oh,
tailgate?
definitely. Whenever I'm grilling at a tailgate, one of the things that I like to make, because I can make them and I can cut them up and pass them around, is I'll grill quesadillas. People don't normally think of grilling quesadillas, but it's really easy. You'll take a flour tortilla and put a little bit of butter or pan spray on the bottom side and lay it down on some aluminum foil, and then build the quesadilla on top of that. I'll put some cheddar cheese. I went to the store and got a roast chicken, pulled the meat and mixed it with some of my favorite barbecue sauce, sprinkle that around, a little bit of onions, a little bit of green onions, and then just throw it on the grill. When the cheese is melted, usually the underside is a beautiful golden brown and ready to go. And then, tailgating is usually about guys getting together with other guys. And nobody does food that guys love better than Ruffles. And I like to put a little Ruffles Smokehouse barbecue chips on my quesadilla, fold it over, give it a little crunch down, and then you can even hear that crunch when you cut into it. It's a great way to have just something to pass around to everybody. It's easy, it's versatile, it's a great way to go.
That's a great idea. Thank you so much for sharing all of these
Absolutely,
tips with us.
my pleasure.